Feel welcome and whole in the poetry garden, my friends. I'm going to read, how many are it? 1, 2, 3, 4 poems for you today. The first one is called She Thanks the Universe for Her. I'm very glad you're all here. This poem appeared last year in the Women's Spiritual Poetry Anthology. I might have made a few minor changes. I start off with this poem because it's a poem very nice. Say thanks to the voice of the soul that just speaks the poetry anyway, no matter what's around, and just vibrates. She thanks the universe for her. I love my soul for using her voice. How easy can life be to just let me love her for that? For ages we could live inside of a shell, curled up like yin and yang. She doesn't need to do anything. I just follow what I call the geisha's red fragrance. She is where the sweetness peaks, slowly moving between the books. She sleeps inside of them with these cheeks to bite in. Sometimes I stand beside her while she sleeps, to wave away the kingfishers in awe with the letters I write her. My dilemma is, I love their color in her dreams, but don't want them to wake her up. I see her doing everything. I just see her for that. How easy can life be watching a little robin hopping from leaf to leaf? How faithful is she, kissing my soul with the red of a robin's chest every time she flies into my stillness. If there is only this one island, we should live there. If here is the spark, the medicine for the dying breed of poems, here we should build our house. I've got lungs with enough air to love her as long as my heart beats. Through her I am love. Through her I know everything about flying up, about finding a star in the thick blanket of night. Everything is all right, my universe. I love you. Music and God is a poem about a lost love that still can never really get lost, because it's somewhere in a blue room. I'm convinced of that. And this blue room, I can somehow get there sometimes when I sleep, but it's ages ago that it happens. Sometimes I feel like I'm in a blue room without being in a blue room. The blue room is still there, even though it did not happen in a blue room. Music and God. Sorry for that introduction. There is this blue room in a life of mine where I will find you back. Opening the treasure heart out of shells, there is nothing in it but red velvet. Red of fresh blood, of theatre's young lips, not of something that lasts for long, not the ocean's coldness to preserve us. But I will find you back, one or more berths away, a few chambers back or forwards. When I had you in my now, I glowed with cold eternity around me. But waves never had the characteristics to hold us. I found you once in a book about a girl who couldn't find God. You tapped jazz from her eyes and loved her in a hut with a blue inside between two bending palm trees. Between those lines I whisper until the ape, with hands like 1.5 times mine, recognizes these sea-drunk songs are not to make a fuss. Not a single note more than the mirrors in the trees were written on your eardrum before all heard of God. You are still near after I drank bottles of languages. Now I cannot speak one like my own, my glow, my dream horse. here is this love of yours. It remains in my body, can fly up on voice in this ship of soul that never gets lost. If inside of me there is a volcano, my nearest inner island drifts in a warm bath. I am the melody that lives on your rhythm through the earth. This poem is about finding peace in a world where there happen things like, only say terrorism, but violence in general. Home is where the wasteland. Far from fragile minds in a bandage. Far from their city and ruins of dreams, a tortoise. Why the scent? Why this tortoise? In its day, in a skin, crawling over skin. Open bay for the sea to float in. The skyline its prayer hums the same deep sound as everything. Free from the broken fragile minds, tearing open each other's bodies with contrary dreams, will we ever be fulfilled in the unseen? That close to nothing, the horizon holds the glow of sunset. Before it gets dark, a mother pours her love down into her nameless future daughter. Life pours herself into no self for tomorrow's blooming. The last poem, I ask a few questions about death from a mammoth. When the sea, it's called Mammoth, and it's the sea again. I've started to feel the sea in the poem I read before. The sea is still here with the mammoth, or was there before the mammoth, and swallowed the mammoth. Mammoth. When the sea came over the mammoth, did it cry? When it lay flat on the bottom, did its eye still turn up looking for the sky? What my child means, did it mind? Did it matter? If the animal would have been human, would it have written a last letter? Did the sea mean to take her? Is dying like falling asleep, or did she wake up? What was left when death peeled off her mammoth makeup? Is there something like a breakup? Is it a loss or a gain that we find these bones today from what we did not know existed? I dream a mammoth awake to walk through my river. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed to have this poetry session in the garden. Maybe there follows some more, maybe not. But if it stays to be my only opportunity to read out loud, pretending like there's an audience that is actually there, then yes, then I will do a few more sessions because I really enjoyed it. Thank you.